we're reaching out to the next loan officer. Angelo's a good friend of ours also. Hopefully he answers. He is probably was waiting a little too long. I know we're trying to get to everybody. I know it's a lot of information, but we need everybody to understand that we are trying to bring the information, the real information to everybody. We have to give you the right stuff. We are going to continue to bring you only positive information, only correct information. So, hopefully, trying to get Angelo here. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Here he comes. Hey, Angelo, how's it going? Can you hear me? Oh, I think Angelo's about to walk to a good location so he can talk to us. Sometimes we catch him off guard, and that's okay. So, there we go.
Okay, Tony, I can hear you now.
Perfect. Angelo, thank you for joining us. We once again are bringing us a very important topic, and I know you, as one of our loan officers that we work with, are the most qualified person to bring the correct information to everybody out there. Angelo, we are facing a little bit of a challenge, but we need to correct it as a licensed professionals. As you can see, the big banks have stepped up and changed their qualifications a little bit by saying you need a 700 credit score and 20% down. First, before we get into that topic, can you give us your name, your firm, and your phone number so everybody can reach you?
Absolutely, Tony. So my name is Angelo Diaz. I work for Virtual Mortgage, and I've been in the business for a little bit over 20 years. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Perfectly.
Oh, okay, awesome, great. All right. So like I said, I've been in the business for over 20 years. So again, thank you, Tony, for letting me come in on the call.
Not a problem. And our very serious topic that we're trying to make sure that we reinforce to all the clients out there that they can still buy. They still qualify, and people should still be selling because explain to us your program real quick so everybody knows that Angelo, my loan officers out here, can still help them.
Thank you, Tony. So that is correct. There are some banks that have tightening up their guidelines just due to the fact that the market has taken a hit. So some lenders are being a little bit more cautious with their money. But those are usually the commercial banks. What I mean by that is the ones that Chase and the Bank of America, PNC, those type of banks are a little bit more cautious. But for us who specialize in mortgages, the secondary market, we are actually still in business. Nothing has really changed. We're still doing FHA at 580 credit score. We're still doing conventional at 620 credit score. We're still doing 3.5% down. We're still doing 3% down conventional. So we're in business like any other day.
Yeah. Oh my God, you remind me of a few good songs out there. We ain't stopping. We're never gonna stop.
This
ain't gonna slow us down. And we at Air Real Estate, we with the Angelos, with the Chris, Walter, Sal's, with the people we work with, the best way to combat this is bring the correct information to everybody out there. We are still gonna continue to help you. We take pride in what we do. We take pride in with the secondary market that's a little bit more flexible when it comes to guidelines. Is still, we work within the letter of the law, and we provide a great service. We want to fit you in the correct home. We want to be able to help you get your first home. We want to help that serviceman get his home when he comes back from the service. We have family members in the service. We have one of our sons, and he has gotten his home. We have people rather young and old and everybody else that we've been able to help. We have past clients, current clients that we still continue to help them with, of course, the help of the loan officers, the attorneys. And that's not going to stop us. I'm sorry. We're not. It's our responsibility and our civic duty, I think, at this time. We need to bring you the right information, and we need to tell you what the current market is in our area, what's going on here, and if we can help you or not. And if stuff was bad, I'd be the first one to mention to you that it might not be the right time. But Angelo, how do you feel currently? Do you see anything that can stop you from helping anybody at this time?
Well, Tony, like you were talking about, the country isn't shut down, and the only people that are allowed to really do business are essential needs. And real estate is one of those that has not been shut down. The government has decided that this is an essential need. Buying homes, renting apartments, where we live is just about as essential as anything could possibly be. So people will still be buying homes. People are still selling their homes because that is something that just has to be part of our daily routine, daily life. So I don't see anything stopping. As long as people need to buy and sell, we'll be here to help.
Right. Hey, can you imagine when you were in 8th grade or a freshman in high school? Can you imagine if somebody would have told you that in the future you would be working from home and still earning a living? We have evolved. I want everybody to understand that we are evolving to be better. This ain't gonna stop us. This ain't gonna hurt us. We are becoming better at what we do, no matter what it is. We have our essential workers out in the market right now. Rather, I don't care if it's people were complaining about the McDonald's employees wanting $15 an hour, people that have the minimum wage jobs and everything. Believe it or not, look, we have evolved that we rely on those people. We have evolved that now seems like we're a bit humble, aren't we?
That's right.
Yeah, so now we know that, and most important is we're all in it together. Coronavirus does not discriminate, no matter what your employment is, no matter your income, no matter where you work or whatever. And that's kind of what I want everybody to understand. I do these things, yes, because I'm a realtor, and eventually there'll be a check, eventually. But also, if I don't bring you the right information, I get people that watch me from out of state. I get people that are watching me from Hammond, Indiana right now. But no matter what, if you talk to one of our professional colleagues, you will get the right information. We're not trying to spread fake news or hysteria or anything else. We want to give you the right information from all our licensed professionals. Angelo, you're the perfect person that you still got some deals going. We have some deals going, and it ain't gonna stop us, is it?
Yeah, actually, the last couple of weeks we've been very busy at Virtual Mortgage for the reason that we're not a lender, we are a brokers. So what that means is that we have a portfolio of over 30 different lenders that we work with, and most of the lenders that are no longer in business are calling me now saying, hey, Angelo, can you do this FHA at 580? Can you do this loan that we can no longer do in our business or in our bank? So, 20 plus years in the broker business, I feel like I made the right choice. I will continue to be a broker because I'll always be able to provide my clients every possible chance to get a home loan.
I got a true funny story, and you're going to laugh with this one, Angelo. So yesterday, you and I got an offer accepted, correct?
That is correct. Maria Negrete, yes.
Okay, all right. So we got an offer accepted. I had the weirdest message from the realtor. He's like, hey, who's this guy at Virtual Mortgage? And you know what my response was to him? You're going to love this. I said, he's the guy you should be using to close deals. That's who he is.
That's right.
Not a problem. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful because he just said, never heard of him, but man, this sounds interesting. And then the last question he asked me, he goes, by any chance do you think that your buyer might back down? So this is part of the information we need to give people. I explained to my buyer, this is a great time to buy. You have great interest. You are very professional. You're able to help her. And you were able to piece this together. Single mom, working hard, doing what she has to do. And I explained to him, I said, this is the last person that would ever back down because she wants a home. She's happy about her home. She's excited. Please, no negativity. I want you to take my loan officer and give him all the respect he needs. And I want you to value our contract. I don't know why I had to say that, but I kind of felt like putting on the boxing gloves, and I had to take it to them.
Yeah.
And his message back, he was like, enough said, it's a done deal. And then he sent us back the contract within 20 minutes, and you see, we're going forward. So I want everybody out there to understand that. Yes, I'm a great realtor. Yes, I want you to use me. I hope you sell. I hope you buy. I fight for what I think is right, and I fight for my client, and I don't worry about the check. The check will come later, but I know I can do a great job, and if you have to use one of my colleagues out there, I understand. I can't be in Hammond, Indiana. I can't be in Ohio. I can't be in Louisville, Kentucky, but use our licensed colleagues. You have to approach people that are licensed. You have to, I know a lot of our loan officers are licensed in other states, and we'll be happy to give you guys that business. That's not a problem. Angelo, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I would like to say to all the people that are listening to us that if you feel that you need to buy a home, because obviously, like we said, this is an essential need, we're here to help you. Between me and Tony, we have over 20 plus years of experience. I have the loan programs that will help you, and obviously Tony has the experience to be able to find you a home. So don't get discouraged. This is a great time to buy. Real estate will always be a great investment in this country. It has its up and downs, but in the long run, it always wins. So again, thank you, Tony, for having me in the call, and hopefully, we can help many more people.
Not a problem, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I know your time's valuable. But if anybody wants to get a hold of any of our licensed professionals, including Angelo, please reach out to me and Maritza, Alex Andrade at Air Real Estate. Any of our licensed professionals. You have Jesus, you have Brandon, you have Mike, you have Caesar. I want to mention everybody's name. You have Jessica bringing you all this beautiful magic through social media, and the equipment we're using here, it's unbelievable. I don't know how she does it, but we will get you partnered up with the correct people that you need, because we are a team and we will make it happen. Thank you, Angelo, once again.
Thank you, Tony.
See you soon. All right.
Okay.
Just hit that X on the corner right there. Let me get over to Jose. Hopefully he is around to help us out. All right. Hey, Jose, how's it going?
Good.
Sorry you caught me coughing. I got my lemon water because I'm under this light. They're doing a lot of magic so you guys can see me, and so I'm wearing my eyeliner and all that stuff. I gotta look pretty. But Jose, can you tell us company you represent, your name, your phone number, and we have an interesting topic here.
Sure. I'm Zamora Law Office. My name is Jose Zamora. My office phone number is 312-788-7819. Cell phone number 773-554-4909. Zamora Law Office PC.com.
Perfect. So we have an interesting conversation right now. You saw during this weekend that the big banks, JP Morgan was the first one to, put the information out there. They raised the credit limitation for people to become home buyers for their new clients. They are saying 700 credit score, 20% down. Some people misunderstand the information, and they forget that they start worrying and panicking and think that they no longer can buy. Obviously, it's apparent. I know you're not a loan officer, but you're an attorney. You see that deals are still getting done. We're still continuing to move this market. I mean, I told everybody I'm used to like 9 deals a month, and I really was a little bit concerned when the first of the month started. And surprisingly enough, I'm at 8 deals right now, and I think we're April 14th. So
yeah,
I think we're on track. We did slow down, and that was because of misinformation. Because everybody started saying the country's going to collapse, that the housing market's terrible. But our job as licensed professionals, and that's why I have these conversations and these talks with my licensed professionals. Tell us, you see it slowing down? You see any different for you?
Actually, it slowed down exactly like you said, because people were fearful getting misinformation regarding what was going to happen, or this or that. But actually, I've seen it pick up. I've gotten several files this past week with new buyers very interested. I have agents that still have buyers regularly going to seek out, and the only thing that is missing is properties to buy. You know, we need more sellers to start putting properties out for sale. Get the properties out for sale. You know, you can't sell it if you don't have it out on the market, right?
Thank you.
I told one of my agents, right? One property that you have, right? One buyer going to look at that home is one buyer more than you had when you didn't have the property out for sale. But put the property out for sale. My buyer can't buy her condo or her future home if you don't have it out for sale for her to buy.
Right. So our economy is still moving. The housing market is still moving, and that's what we're trying to say. Jose, thank you for reinforcing that. If you call us, we can help you sell that home. If it's not on the market, it's not going to sell. You can't sell something if we don't know it's for sale.
Exactly.
So part of our job as realtors, you could definitely give us a call. Me and Maritza, we have a lot of advantages at the office. We're really, if you notice, a family-orientated business. We treat all our professionals as partners. Nobody's our employee. We have a videographer on staff. We do already video on home stuff that people basically caught up with. We've already been doing it.
Exactly.
You're
ahead of the curve.
Right. I think the proper word is we're trending. We're trending. So we have already done that business. We're already doing it, and we already know how to do it. So we can do the virtual showings. We have prepared for clients still want to touch and feel something. I don't care how you want to sugarcoat it.
Yep.
People want to know that they can fit 2 cars in the garage. People want to know that their king size bed fits in the master or how it fits. So even a video is okay, and I'm not putting people down on that. We are still promising, and we're making our promise come true, because we are telling our people that are listening and they want us to sell their home that we are going to bring people. We are disinfecting the house before they come in. We're disinfecting the house when they leave. We have masks that we are providing for our clients. We have the proper foot coverings. We are taking every preventative measure so everybody's happy. We are limiting.
And that's actually the proper way to do it when you go out to buy groceries, right? When you go out to walk your dog, you should take the same preventative measures that you do when you go out and do your daily routine. You know, you probably can spend more time in the grocery store than you would going to view a property.
Right. And believe it or not, we've evolved, and this is kind of funny. I know that I might sound like a nut, but even here in this household, we have evolved. We go and buy our groceries, we bring them home, we wipe everything down, we disinfect everything. We have a disinfectant station in our garage now, so nothing comes in the house until it's done. We wipe our shoes, we disinfect everything, and that's okay. You know what? We needed to slow down. We have been overworked. We have been, lady almost hit me and ran into me while I was at the store, and she apologized, and I said, ma'am, don't worry about it. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. And she was laughing. I said, I'm so glad. That's been like the most human contact I've had in about 30 days. And we forgot to treasure that stuff.
Yeah.
We were so busy that we just forgot to be human. We forgot the way we need to feel towards one another, and we need to protect each other. And I don't care whether it's red or blue, race, creed, sexual preference. We are all human. We're all in it together, and more than anything, that's how we think here at our office, and with our partners, as you guys are. Everybody that's been with us, you guys are partners. We respect everybody, and we will continue to do business in the correct manner and evolve if we have to.
All I'm hearing that you're saying is that you're going to give the customer service that we all expect and desire, that many of us have come to this understanding that we don't need anymore because of technology. No, what you need that customer service.
Right.
Because what you don't get when you get that customer service, you don't get the proper information, you don't get the correct information, you don't get the complete information. That's exactly the reason you're doing this, right? Because you have these big banks who are saying, well, XYZ no longer can qualify for us. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are now no longer in the running to be able to buy a home. What that just means is that this big bank doesn't treasure you or value you. you can now still go somewhere else, right? You have these mortgage brokers, these loan officers that are working tirelessly to make sure that every individual can get a home.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing. They're giving that customer service that everyone truly deserves. And when we realize that Chase Bank, US Bank, all these big banks, Wells Fargo's, eventually, like one of the loan officers said, they're gonna go to those banks, right? That's why you need these mortgage brokers who truly work and know how to handle these types of loans with these types of individuals. Give that true customer service that you're asking for, that you didn't even know you needed, but you have, and you're getting it when you're gonna get it at Air Real Estate.
Man, perfectly said once again. You just blew me away, and I have nothing to say. Yeah, so.
You know, it's really that family environment, right? You do whatever you need to do for your family, right? And that's how you give that customer service to your clients, and you make sure that you have your team built up in exactly the same format. You want to make sure that the attorney loan officers work and go at bat for your clients, whether that's a buyer or seller, whatever it takes. But it comes down to the reality. If your property's not on the market, you cannot sell it. If you buyer are not going out to look at properties, you're not going to buy it. Right now, it's a great time. Get a good interest rate. Right now, it's a seller's market. I have one agent and keeps on calling me. He's like, I can't get my buyer to get a home. We keep on getting outbid. That means it's a bidding war. Go out, put your property on the market. You want to get the best deal, put it on the market. That's the only thing that you can do right now to make sure you do it. Because 2, 3, 4 months from now, you don't know what can happen. But right now, what you do know and what everyone can tell you that's in the real estate business is it's a seller's market. Buyers are bidding. This is a bidding war. They want properties because there's limited properties to buy.
Right. And let me tell you, at Air Real Estate, we're able to help you sell. We have the proper attorneys like Jose that are going to help us properly clear title, prepare title, do all the legwork for you so you are carefree. We are also have expanded. I want to mention once again, we are looking for new agents, and we have several agents already. We want experienced agents or non-experienced, and if you're looking to get into real estate, we're going to help you and prepare you. I have a mentorship program. I have a lot of youngsters on board. I think you met a few of them, Jose.
Yeah.
We are not afraid. We don't believe in competition. We believe in there's a big enough market for everybody. We are going to help you sell that house. We're going to help you buy that house. Give us a call. We have extended our reach a lot more to the south side of Chicago, to the south suburbs, that it's incredible. It's really incredible. We're just here to help. So once again, if you give us a call, we will connect you with everybody the right way, and we'll be able to market that home. We are more than able, willing, and capable of doing it.
Exactly, and that's the key word, capable. Is that part that you want, someone that's capable to provide you the proper information, get you connected with the right people that is going to give you the okay, and it's going to give you those very 3 important words. You got clear to close. That's what you want, right? You want to get that clear to close before you get to the closing table. Without that 3 special words, it doesn't matter what you've done.
Speaking of that, I was very proud. I was busy and just going about my day, and my day's still been busy. And then I noticed, I looked into my wife's Facebook, Maritza, and I see the great news: 3 clear to close, offer accepted. Like, come on, guys. The market is still good. That was just, I believe that was yesterday. So
that's the best news I read yesterday.
So it's like, it can't just be me. I know that I really fight for our clients, and I have a lot of clientele, and I love it and accept it and appreciate the trust in me, but it can't just be me. Our market is good. Our market is solid. We're going to put those rumors to rest. We're going to help you find that loan officer that can do the 580 credit score, that can do 3.5% down, that works with FHA. We're going to get you the right programs. I'm going to get you the right credits to bring that closing statement down. By the time you get to closing, I'm going to make sure that maybe you'll bring $100, $1,000, $2,600. I'm going to fight for it. I'm a fighter. I'm very resilient. I'm so passionate about what I do. I don't like the sound of my voice, but I guarantee you that I will get you the deal and take care of you as a client, me, our teammates. Once again, I just want to mention everybody. There's Maritza, there's Alex, there's Caesar, there's Jesus, Mike, there's let me think, there's our son Alex. Everybody's there to help you. We have our daughter Jessica right now transmitting all this stuff, making a miracle. We are here to help, and we will help other agents. If you guys want to get together, our colleagues, if you want to join our little program, I'm okay with it. I fear nobody. We can all make money together, and that's the way it should be. So,
Yeah.
bottom line, hey, Jose, once again, man, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Do you have anything else to add before we go?
Put the property on for sale if you want to get it sold. I have a seller that's waiting till 2 months from now. You're going to go nowhere. Put it out for sale. Get that buyer. The buyers are out there. Buyers, go out, look for properties.
Hey,
Get yourself out there.
I got something real funny. Maritza just handed me a message as you said that. We have a seller that we've been talking about putting her condominium on the market in Carroll Stream. She actually just dropped off the paperwork in our mailbox while we're
Perfect.
transmitting live on
Perfect.
Facebook.
Get it.
We just got a
Get
listing.
started.
This is hilarious. Too funny. I had to share that with you guys. But anyway, our client Salome is putting her house on the market in Carroll Stream. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, car garage. I'm telling you, the deals are
There
coming.
you go. And any buyers out there, you have a property to look for. Carroll Stream, let's get to it.
There you go. All right. Thank you once again, Jose. I'm going to talk to our lovely young lady, Molly. She's excited. She's been waiting in the background to talk to us.
Fantastic. That's a great another title company, Chicago Title. Again, Zamora Law Office, ZamoraLawPC.com, 773-554-4909. That's my direct line if you want to reach me. All right, Tony, have a great one.
Thank you so much. You know how to exit out, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to reach out to Molly. Thank you. Hang on, guys. Having a little bit of trouble. Too fast on the button there. All right. Let me get Molly to join us. Molly.
Hi, Tony.
How's it going? There's a lot of people that don't know you real quick. So let me start by saying, give us your name, give us the company you're with, and if your phone number, come on, talk to us.
Sure. Okay, my name is Molly Manzella, and I work for Chicago Title Insurance Company. My email address is molly.manzella@ctt.com.
Perfect. So Molly,
And, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So real quick, the whole market got a little nervous again. I got a million phone calls. Everybody was freaking out. During the weekend, I think it was Saturday evening, JP Mortgage puts out a memo out there that they raise up a 700 credit score. They want 20% down, and people don't understand why they do that. I think from talking to everybody, I can probably form an opinion right now that big banks right now, they are being conservative on the way they're going to lend, and they rather lend to people they feel more secure with at this time. But that's only big banks. We still have the secondary market that is able to help people at a 580 credit score at 3.5% down. Still can do an FHA loan, a VA loan. Still can help that hardworking single mother, that one guy that just needs that next shot to bring his family into a household. That retiree, we have been talking to everybody because we want everybody to rest assured that that's not going to stop us. That's not hurting us. It might hurt them for a few years because of the way they are holding back, but we still have a lot of lenders that are helping out. And plus, you are on the front lines there at a title company. I think you can honestly tell me what portion of your secondary mortgage companies really do a lot of closings.
So there are a couple things to share about that. The first thing is that contracts are still, we're still getting ordered. There's still an active market. It is different from last year's, but there is still activity going on. So that's the first thing to note. One of the things Jose Zamora, the attorney that was on prior to me, actually said there is an important piece to have some of the mortgage brokers because they can be the go-between between the consumer and the big lenders. So that's an important piece. But as I told you before, there are a couple things to keep in mind. If someone is listing their house, they want to sell. If there are buyers that want to buy and they sign a contract, it's up to everybody else in the transaction to facilitate this and get it done. So I would actually say that I talked before I got on this call, I talked to a loan officer and another attorney. The loan officer told me this is a great time. If you aren't leveraged for the health, if you have like authentic numbers, if you're discerning, you know what your mortgage payment needs to be, this is a perfect time. If you can have verified employment, that's the big thing right now. However, if you can do that, this is a great time. Because in a couple months, when we're coming out and we're through the other side of this, everybody's going to be looking. There's going to be a big snapback. But right now, it's perfect. If you can get to it, if you can do it, and that's why, and this is where, Tony, you're important. Because you've assembled a team of people. It's evidenced on these live streams that you do. You have a team of partners that you work with, your LOs, your attorneys, title company. So, and so another thing, you're also dealing with people that understand this market and are figuring out how to adapt and make it work for the consumer, which is what you're doing. And one of the big things right now is that Jose mentioned and some of the other people who spoke tonight mentioned about going through houses, the walkthrough. So that's like the first piece of it. And if you can do that, and there's some ways to be very careful and protected about that, if you can do that, the second piece is, well, what about the closing? I have to go into one of these offices, I have to sit at a table. No, you don't. Chicago Title has taken steps. The first thing that they did was change to curbside closings, which is where sellers, the one piece of the transaction, the seller's attorney, listing broker, they're on one side of it. Then the other side are the lender, the buyer, buyer's attorney. So we took steps to say, buyers can come up, we can send the loan package out in advance, buyer's attorney can go over the documents with their buyers virtually, just like we're doing now, or any of the other medium, Zoom, Teams, any of that. They can go over the documents, the buyers drive up in their car, Chicago Title Closer comes out, gives them the originals, they sign, they let us know when they're completed, we take them back, review, notarize, fund, give them a copy. They never even have to come in the office at all. And just today, so that takes care of the buy side. Just today, on the seller side, Chicago Title has come out with, it's called the Audio Visual Online Notary. And this is important because on March 39, Governor Pritzker stated that there was an emergency order that he would accept during the time of the situation we have with the pandemic, an online notary. But there are some municipalities wouldn't accept it, some lenders wouldn't accept it. As of today, Chicago Title has come out with a platform on Teams, which is totally encrypted. Seller's attorney, sellers, title company, Chicago Title Closer, we can sign the documents and notarize like that. We keep a recording of the platform. I believe it's for 3 years, it might be longer. So even the sellers now are protected. They don't have to come in. So we've taken steps to make sure. The big thing is get your listing, get your buyers, get that contract. If you want that house, if you want to sell, make it happen right now. And then on the back side, you don't have to worry about endangering your family or being exposed. That piece is taken care of at Chicago Title.
That's the beauty of it. And who would have thought that we would evolve into this? I have talked to a lot of people and people that know me all my life, that I went to high school with and everything. They call me once in a while and they tell me, hey Tony, there's one thing I know about you. You have always evolved no matter what you're doing, what the market is or anything like that. And I never really thought about it, but that's a great compliment because
it's huge. You're adapting. You're looking at your situation that you're in the current environment, and you're making it work for your people. You're making it work for your customers, for your team. I mean, you're giving people information that they need. You're taking some of the emotion out and saying, hey, look at the numbers. There are still closings going on, contracts being signed, sellers are selling, buyers are buying. This is actually a good time to make that happen.
Right, and I want to be honest, is like, I think I'm to blame, like a lot of people when this whole pandemic started. One, it's really hard to trust the media, it's really hard to trust the administration, it's really hard to trust people. And I sat back, and I'm sorry if I cough, I'm under the lighting that they put me under, but it gets so hot and dry. But they put me, it made me just start thinking, like, how can I change my business? How can I still continue to help clients? I can't just sit around and do nothing. Everybody talks about patriotism and rather you kneel or stand for the flag, servicemen, everything else. But I think it really starts with ourselves and how we take care of other human beings in our own country. How we have to treat each other and respect each other and take care of each other. And that's what maybe we're being taught a tough lesson, that we've gotten away from the humane part of everything. Rather, and I'm just gonna be very careful of what I say, but I'll use pets for an example. We were being very inhumane to pets. We were being very inhumane to children. We were being very inhumane to different people. And we just got kicked in the face. Just got kicked in the face, and we got reminded that we're not that special. It doesn't matter. We all bleed red, and we all have to love each other. We're essence. In reality, we're all brothers and sisters, no matter what. Our bloodline just flows so much. It's so hard to tell a difference of anybody's nationality, background, or anything. And I just want to remind everything, no matter what, that all made me start thinking is, how can I change? How can I help the next person? How can I bring the information to everybody? I'm so tired of hearing that the economy was going to go down, the housing market is shot, and everything else. And I'm seeing quite, it's not even the opposite. I'm still doing business as usual. The best way I can do, and I told my wife early in the morning, I said, I got to do something to combat this. I got to talk to my licensed professionals. I have to reach out with what I have on my hands, what I can control. I can only control people that I talk to and what we talk about and how we share the information. That's only within my control of what I want to share, and that's exactly what brought me to all this. I wanted to do this platform. I want to continue to do it every 2-3 days. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, but that's not going to stop us from bringing the correct information. Molly, some people would think, why does this guy need a title person to talk about a 700 credit score? The point is that I want to assure everybody that you as the frontliner, you as the person that sees the final deal and closes the deal, you and your colleagues, I want everybody to rest assured that it is coming from the professional at the Chicago Title. None of us are going to risk our business, our livelihood, to give misinformation. We are bringing this in real time, a reality of what's going on.
It's true, and actually, people don't buy houses all that often. I mean, when they do, it's every so many years. So, when you hear people talking about it that are in this plane and do this every day, it's comforting, because they know that it's still moving forward. Transactions are still being done. I mean, it's reassuring. And I think that's one of the things that you're doing that actually is going to have the most impact to your customer base, because you are letting them know that things are crazy, these are crazy days out there, but really when you're down in the detail, it's all moving forward just as it always does. And that's a really big message. And the other thing that I need to say is that since I met you and started working with you, everything you do is about bringing everybody up. Your family, the people on your team. When I say team, I mean the realtors that work with you, and how you teach them and help them. And I feel that that's just going to come across when you're working, and that you're always working to better everybody. So I think that it's really important. I think that when you do these live streams, you're giving people good information, you're giving people solid information, and you're reaching out to different facets on the real estate plane. So I'm just really glad you asked me, and thank you.
You know, you know, Molly, as a business owner, as a realtor, and somebody that owns a brokerage, I think I always mention it to all our partners, including my wife. I said my biggest dream is to be able to do closings at our own brokerage, to grow and everything else. And I think about it now, and it brought it to a standstill. What it could be my dream, but my dream is still a beautiful reality because I now have somebody like you from Chicago Title, the guy from Plymouth Title, Ron. I have people from the title company that, okay, might not happen in my office, but I'm learning from you too. You mentioned to me a couple themes ago that you said, hey, Tony, we're having closings, we're giving clients pens, the pens that they use, they take home with. And you know what? I learned, I'm paying attention, I'm evolving to what everybody's saying. I ordered a bunch of pens, I think I just ran out again, but hint, title company pens, please. But I started giving my clients pens. I plexiglassed the office, our conference room. I took the necessary steps. I got the disinfectants. I got, you know, the hand sanitizer. Everybody ran out of hand sanitizer. I'm making my own. I'm making sure that everybody's safe. I loved it that I did hand sanitizer. It came out 90% proof. It was so great. I was so excited. I ran over to my neighbor's house and I said, try this. Tell me how good do you think it is? But, you know, my dream is still okay. It's still alive because I literally have title people that back us up. Man, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you to the attorneys that introduced us. Thank you. You know, I met you through Chris from Panseca Law Group. He got us connected through mutual friends for you to come out to the office. We had a blast when I first met you. I know that I come from humble beginnings. I have great parents. I came from a tough neighborhood. I'm a fighter, and the banks are taking this as professional boxers throwing us in the ring. And I'm gonna tell you, banks, I am a street fighter. You can be as professional and, how should I say, calculated and let me look for the right words. You can be.
Well,
go ahead.
Tony, let me just cut to the chase. My money's on you.
Man, they're disciplined. They're disciplined boxers. We are actually. I'm a street fighter. I'm gonna take this to the streets. I'm gonna bring you the right loan officers, the right, you know, attorneys. I'm gonna bring you the right. I'm gonna bombard you with my crew. My crew. I got Molly on my crew. We can't go wrong. I do have, and I'm gonna go down this list because I want to thank her. I got Walter. I got Sal. I got Gabriel, Ron, Chris, Angelo, Jose, and Molly. Like I'm gonna bring my crew. We're gonna treat this as a street fight. We're gonna come back. We are fighting for everybody to get them their home, to get them at the right price, to help them sell properly, and to make sure that this is handled as business as usual. There's no excuse for the coronavirus to make anything go any further. You know, once again, Molly, Ron, our title reps, without you guys, we can't close the deals. We can't finish up. You guys are at the finish line. You guys have the checkered flag. You guys are going to make this possible for us. And thank you once again. Without you guys, we don't close deals. I want to remind all my colleagues that we need to be respectful. We need to take care of our loan officers, our attorneys, our title reps. You guys are our stars also. We look up to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an honor. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anything else you'd like to add before we say goodbye?
No, just once again, my money's on you.
That's
You
all
do
right.
a great job, and you've assembled a great team. And the difference between doing a great job and not having a team, you know all the right people to call. You have the people that you need in your corner, and you know how to get it done. So, and if anybody has a question for me about title insurance or how we can help, my name is Molly Manzella, and I'm at molly.manzella@ctt.com. I'm happy to take title questions, so thank you.
Not a problem. Molly, before I leave, I'm going to leave you with this thought. There is no rules in street fighting.
Well, you're going to have to tell me more about that sometime.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much once again, the lovely Mally. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. We have another subject coming up. I have something great up my sleeve, so just be watching. It's in here. It's in here.
I will.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thanks to the whole team.
You got it.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is Tony Andrade, Maritza Andrade, Air Real Estate. Thank you once again. We got Alex Andrade back on our team. He is on the south side of Chicago. We have Jesus Bravo out there in the south side of Chicago, our realtor. We have Caesar that's here in Glendale Heights. We have Mike over close by Melrose Park. We have Brandon Trujillo out in Hanover. We have Jessica behind the background. We also have Daniela that helps in all our social media. Maritza today was helping out on the video. Once again, thanks everybody. If you need any more information, if you want to contact everybody that we talked to, whether it's Walter, whether it's Gabriel, whether it's Angelo, our loan officers, or our attorney like Sal, Chris, Jose, we can contact for them for you. We can send you all their information. You can give us a call at 773-209-5705. Thank you once again. We'll see you soon.